second place. Well, that's because this fella, Sébastien Ogier, is now a massive minute and more in the lead. It's in the bag, surely, now, you'll be saying. Well, there was another Sébastien that used to warn people about the surprises that lay round the corners of these stages in Monte Carlo. That particular Sébastien won this event 7 times. So no, it's not in the bag just yet for Sébastien Ogier.
Bon Milon pour gauche en 40 bref sur un frein 60 mètres gauche en 30 plus 60 mètres gauche en 30 plus 120 mètres.
So Sébastien Ogier flexing his muscles, winning the stage and extending his lead to more than a minute. Chris Meek beating Brian Bouffier, but not by enough to trouble the Frenchman. Fascinating fight at M Sport. The only mover, Mika Hervenen, who takes 6th from his new teammate Elfyn Evans. 2 more stages to go, both of which will be in the dark and through the snow. It's typically treacherous Monte next. Approaching the climax of the opening round of the 2014 World Rally Championship. First though, a swift reprise of how it all shaped up in the WRC's leading support series. And after his 3rd position in last year's WRC2, Yuri Protasov got his 2014 campaign off to the perfect start. Despite a puncture in stage 7, the Ukrainian went on to take maximum points from the season opener. Another man making a return to the WRC2 this season, Italian Lorenzo Bettelli. He picked up his best result in the series, beating his 3rd place in Sardinia last year, going one step further with a 2nd here in Monte. And the podium completed by Robert Barrable, his consistency rewarded with a well-earned 3rd in the treacherous conditions thrown at all the drivers here in Monte Carlo this weekend. So in the standings, the early pace setter is Yuri Protasov, who finishes 2 minutes ahead of Bertelli. Barrable completing the top 3 a further minute and a half back. OK, we return now to the main event, and John.
Now, we all knew it was going to be snowy up here, but not this snowy. Like it does, snow like this causes chaos on the popular night run over Turini. It's all too much for the Slovakian Jaroslav Miliharek. That's him up there at the front of that queue. He gets stuck and blocks the route to the top. No one behind can race. The organisers cancel the stage. Elfyn Evans' battle with Mika Hervenen over 6th place goes to this, the very last stage. Stage 15. And you know what? There's nothing worse than a frustrated rally driver. Apart, that is, from one that's been denied a high-speed tilt at snowy Turini. Jari Matti-Latvala responds to that frustration. Responds and flies into the final stage. And it's the power stage. His extra adrenaline well-timed. Power stage means bonus points ups for grabs. He's fastest, probably fueled by the pent-up emotions. No snow to block him here. Three more points up for grabs if he's the fastest. All he has to do is match that time in green set by Mikkelsen, and he does.
As things stand, you're gonna win this power stage. Just how hard were you pushing?
I tried to push a bit hard, but you know, there was a lot of standing water. I had problems with my lights in the beginning of the stage. All the lights didn't come on. I had only 3 main lights, and the bumper lights were dark, so it was very difficult to start. Then you had a lot of fog, but of course I tried to push a bit, but there was few nasty waters on the road. But overall, I mean, it was a good run.
Chris Meek is running out of words to describe his first event in the factory Citroën. There aren't enough expletives, aren't enough superlatives. But right here, this is the time to dig deep. Just like the thousands of frozen spectators back up at the top of the col. There's Meek's third place to protect, don't forget. His place in history to take. But this is a crazy, crazy day in the history of this event, but it must not compromise Meek's efforts. He and Paul Nagel are glad to have spent the weekend getting into a comfort zone with a minute in hand over their teammate Mads Osberg. But he breaks the timing barrier at the end of the stage and takes what will be the third fastest time of the night.
You are the first British driver to be on the podium in over a decade. How are you feeling?
This rally's just been so crazy. Turini, my God, I never witnessed anything like it. And here, the running water on the stage, I was driving so slowly, but okay, happy to be here, delighted to have third place on my first event with the Citroën factory team. I really have to thank Yves Maton for putting the faith in me, and yeah, if I can finish this rally with no mistakes, I think I can do it in any rally.
It's a shame not to see one of the new Hyundais tackling these final few corners of the event. But there is one of their test drivers. This is him, Brian Bouffier. He was responsible for developing this, their brand new i20. But he didn't get the chance to develop it just a little bit more here. So he got himself a Fiesta. And Hyundai's loss is his gain. This is the drive that puts him on second place on the podium as a privateer. One in the eye for the big factory teams, maybe.
Gauche 120.
Bouffier's stage time not good enough to eclipse Latvala on the power stage.
Your first podium in the WRC. How are you feeling?
You know, it's fantastic. I'm very happy. It was a so tough rally, and you know, finish second in Monte Carlo with a so huge entry list. It's really amazing. You know, I have to thank all the team, my co-drivers, the gravel crew, and they did a fantastic job. They really helped me, and you know, it's a fantastic good day for me.
I can't tell you how much this site means to VW. Last year's new team, and to the man who's driving it, the world champion, Sébastien Ogier.
Gauche 123 vite, ferme 120 bon, ferme 120 bon. Bouffier moins 0,6 et piège, reste à droite, Aqua, 200 mètres, droite 140 à fond, Aqua.
Ogier achieved many things last year with the German team, but they didn't win this event, the famous Monte Carlo. There's Jari-Matti Latvala waiting nervously at the end of the stage. That time is Sébastien Ogier's for this, the power stage, the one that could bag him the 3 extra points. Latvala's time is at the top. Ogier's the clock ticking at the bottom. And he can't eclipse his teammate on the final stage of the day. He turns in the second fastest stage time. Latvala celebrates. Chris Meek joins in from Citroën. And Ogier will join them later to celebrate his rally win.
So a delighted Jari-Matti Latvala wins the power stage to claim an extra 3 points. Ogier and Meek second and third respectively. A first ever Rallye Monte Carlo victory for Ogier.
It's been a tough weekend. We're happy to finish this rally. We got so much fog at the beginning of the stage, and then we took it easy. At the beginning was a bit better, but so much water on the road, so I was not in the mood to try to take risk for this his points, and already it's perfect result like that.
Confirmation then of the results. The world champion Sébastien Ogier takes maximum points. Privateer Brian Bouffier an impressive second, ahead of a very happy Chris Meek. Same goes for Elfyn Evans. A great opening round for the two Brits. The first leaderboard of the season then sees Ogier's victory at extra 2 points, topping the table. Bouffier in second, Chris Meek third. Latvala fourth, courtesy of those 3 bonus points in the power stage, one more than Osberg. Then it's Evans and Mikkelsen. WRC2 winner Protosov with a point, completing the top 10. In the manufacturers, VW heads straight to the top, 4 points clear of Citroën, but they'll be delighted with the performance of their new driver lineup. A familiar sight on the podium straight away this season. The man of the moment, Sébastien Ogier. We'll leave him to enjoy the champagne. And thank you for watching what's been an extraordinary opening round to the 2014 season. From John Desborough and myself, Kevin Piper, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time out in the snow of Sweden.